What is up, everybody? It is your boy, Jay Gagan, and welcome back to the Jay Gagan Show. It is March 30th, and we have an action-packed schedule tonight. I feel like the cryptocurrency space is insane. There are crazy things happening every single day. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the major news that was launched regarding the Shiba Inu token and their metaverse, the rug pull, the supposed rug pull that happened from Wallace, the Dogecoin influencer. We're going to be taking a look at that. It was crazy. I made a video about that earlier today, and he commented on it. So we're going to be taking a look at that. CoinViewCap went live today, and the chart is looking healthy. I didn't get in on the pre-sale or anything like that. It's a project I hope that wins, I hope that does win. I know a lot of people that did get in. Did you get in? Let me know in the comments if you did get in. The chart's looking very healthy. As of right now, every single person that invested in the project, pre-sale, private sale, or fair launch is up on their money, which we love. And then some news. I was just on a Twitter space with Grifters Project, which I'll be definitely talking about a little bit more. These guys are legit, but some news that is breaking regarding Saitama and some dev team wallets. We're going to be taking a look at that live on the channel today. But if you are with me, do me a favor and Will Smith that like button. That's my favorite thing to say. Will Smith that like button. Clickety clack, as Rodney says. Smash that like button. I think Zach Humphreys is saying tap that like button, some shit like that. Anyways, let's see who's here with us on this beautiful day. There's a lot of stuff that is going on. I'm telling you much. And right here, Altruistic Man even said too, major incident, the Ronin hack, 600 million plus was stolen. Isaiah said, what a rough stream yesterday. Let's turn things around today. Let's do it. Preston Pratt said, hey, Jake, thanks for the shout out in your space earlier. Absolutely, Preston. It was great to see you in there. John Kaiser's here. Farmata Kamal is here. My guy, Bullish. Cryptic Behavior is here as well. So the best place to start is with the CoinViewCap launch. Like I said, I don't know if you guys got into this launch or not, but every single person that invested into this project is currently up. It's up 172% on the day. This is a live look at the CoinViewCap launch that's happening. Shout out to my guy, Heavy Metal Chef. Cajun Crypto's in here as well. Cajun, I don't know if I was following another account, but I just gave you a follow back on Twitter. I saw you in the space, and Mr. Junior Ice is here. Arthur Cox, man, he's been following for a while. Shout out to our guy, Arthur Cox, and it's Krim. We appreciate you as well. Now, CoinViewCap, like I said, every single person is up on their bag, which is impressive. $37 million market cap, up 172% on the day. Essentially, what they're doing is they're trying to be the token that takes down CoinMarketCap. They're going for CoinMarketCap's neck. Doc Hughes, my guy, how you doing, brother? Great to see you in here as well. They're trying to take down CoinMarketCap. Now, when you look at their website, it looks similar to CoinMarketCap. They're just getting started, remember that. But this is going to be a charting tool where they track all the different cryptocurrencies that are out there. Keep in mind, it's very, very new. It just launched. The website just launched, but the coin just launched a couple hours ago. So they're going to be pegging the coin to the website. Apparently, they have some staking that's coming here. But if you are in the chat, let me know if you were able to get in or not onto the CoinViewCap listing, onto the CoinViewCap sale. Here it is, up 174% on the day. I was watching Awesome stream when he was streaming it live, and it was going down. People had some sort of fear. Obviously, it was the pre-salers that were taking profit, but obviously things are looking good here for the beginning. Now, as I mentioned, we have a lot to cover. We also have a special guest that is going to be joining us here. He goes by the name of Jazz Royce. He's going to be tuning in just a second. But as always, guys, you know we have to get to 50 likes on the YouTube live stream before we bring in a special guest. So if you haven't yet, Will Smith that like button while we drink some tea, some yogi tea. Let's read the quote of the day. It says, and this might resonate for some of you guys at home today. It says, the unknown is where all outcomes are possible. Enter it with grace. Shout out to Yogi Tea. Always got in some inspirational stuff. My guy, Doc Hughes, got in earlier today, and that's why you see that smiley face, because he's up on his bag. Doc Hughes is up on his bag. What is up to Josh? Cheers to you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to be bringing in our special guest, Jazz Royce, in just a second. Make sure to smash that like button, and let's get to it. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring in Jazz Royce at I Am.
Hey.
How are we doing, brother?
What's up, Jake? Thanks for having me, man. This is an honor, bro.
Of course, bro. We've been connecting a little bit. We've been on a couple of the same streams. So I reached out this morning and or last night. I forget what it was, but I wanted you on here just to talk, man. There's a lot of crazy things going on in the crypto space today.
Tell me about it, bro. How you been, man?
I've been good. I just got off a live stream. I had a pretty packed day. Got off a live stream with Grifters Token, pumped out a few videos. I think like 5 videos today. There's just been so much going on in the crypto space, and we have so much more to talk about tonight. Like, there's a lot of things that have been taking place as of recent. So we're going to be talking about that. Shout out to my guy Malarkey Machine for a $10 donation. He said, I got into a token called Smartass, education focused, low market cap for now. And best of all, the ticker is ass. That'd be the second ass token I've seen. Yeah, that'll be the second ass token. But Malarkey Machine, appreciate the donation. And yeah, check out ass, I guess. Ass ticker. I mean, when you first see ass, Jazz, what's your first thoughts, man? Is that something you're interested in, or is that something you're getting away from?
Well, being in Miami is kind of a generalized way of how you perceive it, especially in a token. But these days, take that one away, Jake, in case my girlfriend's watching.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know you lived in Miami, though. So you're in Miami?
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm actually moving to Orlando pretty soon. But yeah, for the time being, yes, sir.
Nice, man. I'm a Tampa boy. I grew up in Tampa.
No way. So you're from Florida?
Yeah, from Florida. I'm a Florida man. We get a lot of bad raps, but I don't think I'm that bad.
Man. I would have never guessed.
Yeah, I'll actually be in Miami next week. I'm coming for the Bitcoin conference.
Really? Oh man. Okay. All right. Well, let me know, Jake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll be there for the Bitcoin conference, so we can definitely link up, grab a lunch. Or are you going to be going to the conference?
No, I'm not going to be going to the conference. No, I don't have any tickets for it. I don't.
Gotcha, yeah.
But I'm down to meet with anybody, because it's just across town for me. It's probably like a 40 minute drive, give or take, across the highway.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll definitely link up, and I know a lot of people are going. Zach Humphreys, a lot of people are going as well. Ian Heinich, my good buddy. So we'll definitely link up. Now, did you get into the CoinViewCap launch that went live today?
Yes, I did.
That's why you came in with that big smile on.
Man, I got the chart open in the next tab. We're about to break into the fours. I'm like, oh,
dude, this is insane.
It's looking good. It's looking good.
I mean,
I was feeling for that repeat of Terrarium, and it's looking like it. It's looking like it.
It's up 189% on the day and climbing. Price exploring new all-time highs right now for CoinViewCap.
This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I was expecting a little bit of a dump, maybe because of all the pre-sellers, but no, everybody's holding pretty good. So I'm glad to see it. What is the actual, is there going to be something with the token? Because obviously we know it's a competitor to CoinMarketCap. We know it's a competitor to CoinGecko, but obviously those two don't have tokens. Is this going to be something that has what is the main use case and utility of the token? Aside from it being the CoinMarketCap competitor, I'm waiting to see myself, because the dev wasn't really letting on too much in terms of the utility of holding the actual coin, which I'm hoping that, that kind of rolls out, or maybe he let it out and I didn't really know about it. But yeah, I definitely think they should give people more of an incentive to hold long term. As of right now, I'm treating it like almost like the Terrarium launch that I never got in on, Yeah. And so I'm waiting to see if it can cross between that 500 million market cap to 1 billion, and then start making some take profits. You know what I mean? A little take profit points. I mean, dude, this thing just hit the 4. So congratulations to all CoinViewCap holders. Man, up 194%. This is what a successful launch looks like, and climbing up 200% of the day. This is what a successful launch looks like. I mean, it's not every time that you see a successful launch, but they went about it the right way, man. They have their private sale. They had their pre-sale. Like, they did a bunch of influencer marketing. They got listed on Uniswap. They got listed on Dojo Swap. And they did it right, man. On the 13th.
And Bitmart before they even launched. And the thing that was really impressive was the fact that I think Cliff Fettner, the lead dev over at Shibnobi, he actually mentored these guys on their launch. Like, he mentored them and gave them advice, and that's why the launch is going so well.
And I like how they took the approach of this time, instead of coming out saying, well, we're going to be competing against that token, or how it is, like kind of like that this coin versus that coin. They went the approach of saying, we're going to go and kind of brand other communities together to assist us with this launch. And now we're seeing right in front of us how successful that actually is. I mean, oh my God, and the 4-2s. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, baby.
I mean, dude, we'll probably see a 5 or more on this live stream. Look at this. These are massive buys coming in too. 10 ETH buy. 8 ETH buy, like these are 27 ETH buy. Dude, look at this. This is a buy. 36 ETH buy. Whoever EF99 is, dude, this wallet is pumping it. He put in 60 ETH in the past couple of minutes.
Dude, oh my God. And this is just the first day, Jake.
Yeah, he put in 60 ETH in the past couple of minutes.
This is just the first day, man. Oh, this is a ride. This is going to be a nice roller coaster to watch.
3 minutes ago, he literally bought twice. He bought, what is this? Quads, 100,000 million, billion, trillion. He bought 3 trillion and 2 trillion. So he bought 5 trillion tokens for 60 ETH And that's kind of why we're seeing this thing go crazy right now. But yeah, it is going to be a fun ride up. 212% on the day. Smash that like button if you like green candles. Someone's taking profits. There's someone taking profits here, but every single person, someone took a 30 ETH profit.
Oh my gosh. They must have had that full 5 ETH buy in the beginning in the pre-sale.
Yeah, exactly. And look, that's part of the game. I mean, look, if you turn 5 ETH, let's see what they did. They were buying 6 hours ago, 7 hours ago, 19 hours ago. So yeah, they did have that 5 ETH buy, and then they turned it into 20 ETH. So it's like, that's a win.
Hey, that's a win. That's a big win. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta like that. But yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch. It's gonna be fun to watch CoinViewCap today. Here it is, 4069. So did you buy in today, or did you get in on the pre-sale?
No, I got in on the white list, and then when it launched, I bought some more, a few $100s more at the 2.8 level when I saw it start to kind of like go down a bit.
That's a great buy, man. So yeah, you're keeping your eyes on it. And you
definitely.
said you did get into Terrarium, or you did not get into Terrarium?
I did not get into Terrarium. So this is like me kind of I missed the first opportunity, so let me not slip up on the second opportunity. It's kind of how I'm viewing this one.
I think that's smart, man. And I know a lot of people in here did get in. What about Apecoin? Are you into Apecoin at all? Did you get into Apecoin?
I'm not, man. I am too broke for Apecoin.
Yeah. It is.
That's for the big ballers, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's a wild project, man. It's like the whole entire ape ecosystem is a wild project, but yeah, it's definitely more expensive. But honestly, it's like if you put in a couple $100s into CVC, it's like you could put in a couple $100s into Apecoin, but obviously it's like
profits and put a few thousand into Ape. It's
exactly. Yeah, exactly. This is a long-term play for me. It's like I've been saying this since its inception. It's like, look, we saw Metaverse tokens creep into the top 25. We saw play to earn game tokens creep into the top 25. We haven't really seen many NFT tokens. This is one of the first NFT tokens that we're seeing. And right now, I think that we're going to see an NFT token in the top 25. And I don't know of another token besides Apecoin that's going to do it.
I never looked at it that way. That's true. It's the first of its kind of being an NFT coin. Like, people got airdrop tokens for being a holder of the NFT. Like, that's some ultimate perk you can get for any token, if you ask me, or any NFT.
Dude, it was insane. It's like I hold 2 mutants in like a kennel club, and I woke up in the morning.
Hey, Jake.
It was like it was sick. Yeah, it's like, dude, I woke up to like a yearly salary from Apecoin. I was like, dude, this is
Christmas like 3 times over in one day.
It was great.
Imagine, man.
So I'm forever indebted to Apecoin and the Bored Ape Yacht Club ecosystem, and like I still haven't even taken a single profit. Like I woke up to a nice bag, and I still haven't taken a single profit because I think $14 is pretty low. And like,
it's pretty low, yeah.
When it dropped, I think it was around like $7-8. I was doing live streams, and people were like, "Jake, you have to take profits. You have to take profits." I'm like, no, this thing's gonna go. And even today, it's like I have a plan. It's like when it gets to 14 or when it gets to like $20-$25, probably $25, I'll start to take profits on Apecoin.
Dude, that's a good. Woo, man, you'll be up by that. I mean, look at the market cap, man. It's $2.3 billion market cap, and it's a new project. Like, what? This is first of its kind, man. This is first of its kind, literally.
This is insane. Yeah. So we love Apecoin. We love what CoinViewCap is doing as well. Back into the 4s again, up 200% on the day.
Yes, sir.
I mean, so this is the actual account, the website for CoinViewCap. I mean, but how long? What do you currently use for your charting? Do you use CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko?
So lately, I used to use CoinMarketCap, and now I just kind of stick to DEX tools. So I am pretty eager for CoinViewCap because I want to see some proper ranking in the projects. I mean, even like Saitama, for example, it was ranked 2,900 for all these months when technically the market cap should have had it ranked in top 100. That could have made some big exposure for that project had they have just ranked it correctly.
Yep, 100%. And they always have this asterisk by it. The CoinMarketCap team has not verified the project's market cap. It's like, dude, put someone on it,
They all
it's like, put somebody on it. But yeah, the market cap today is 564 million. It was up to 6 billion. 5 or 6 billion at the all-time high, which is incredible. Incredible.
I should have taken profits, and I did. I learned my lesson that night. I should have taken profits.
Yeah. When did you get into Saitama?
So I got into Saitama in July 30th was my first purchase, and I bought only like $20-$30 worth up until August 5th. So it was like $150 altogether, holding like roughly 150 billion tokens in the beginning. And I held that all the way till the Vegas event, and I was at like 20K plus. I was like, dang.
Yeah. It's insane. Yeah. Like that project did insane stuff, and it's been having hard times recovering since that event.
Yeah,
There's been a lot of FUD. There's been, and even today, I mean, we can take a look at it too, because I'm seeing some stuff. I have to pop it up. I've been on live streams and shit. Have you seen the stuff that's coming out? Like, there was just a group when I was doing my Twitter space. I saw online there was a group that said like Saitama red flags and had like 1,500 people in it.
I saw that, and Rodney was in there too. I didn't tune in, but I did see it going on, man. It's crazy because that CoinViewCap thing. And Jake, you're an OG for Saitama, so you know how it is, like how things were a couple months back to how it is now. It's like, man, that CoinViewCap kind of got me like, oh,
it wasn't good, dude. Like,
yeah, the launch was. Luckily, I couldn't get in. I kept getting failed transactions, and I just called it a night.
Yep, absolutely. and real quick before we get back to that, shout out to CoinViewCap, the actual YouTube page is in here. They said, what a day today, and it hasn't even started. Thanks to everyone that has invested. Get ready for BitMart April 13th live. Congratulations to you, CoinViewCap, on a successful launch, and thank you for coming in here and showing love on the Jake Gagan Show. But yes, you are right. I mean, the Saitarealty launch, I was trying to get in for days. I was trying to get in. I couldn't get in. And yeah, ultimately, like it didn't launch. There was people that were able to get in. Russell had an AMA on Scott Herman's channel earlier today where he was talking about, what was going to be happening. He's like, first off, the price isn't even reflecting, King's broadcast. Broadcast came on the stream and he's like, bro, I put $500 in it. It's worth 80,000. And I didn't know a nice way to tell him that no, it's not.
That's hard to hear, man. Because if I would have put 500 in and see 80K, because it's happened to people before in crypto like a year ago, so it's possible for that to happen. So then to find out that's not what it is, and it's because they messed up on their end, it's like it was like a facepalm moment, man.
It was tough, man. And like, I'm a big Saitama advocate. Like I've never said a bad thing about the project. Like I start to keep it real, like when things are bad, because it's like, dude, I don't expect perfection, but like, you want things to go well, like, especially when you're investing in stuff. And it's like, as an investor, you can't have like failure after failure after delay after delay. It's like, and the crypto space moves too fast. Like, look at CoinViewCap. There's projects that pop up every single day. So it's like, I'll never say anything bad about the project. I'll be critical about things, but it's like, I was definitely frustrated because like, dude, I wanted to put my Saitama into Saitarealty to invest in the project and like get into another play. And I couldn't even buy it. Like, dude, I couldn't, my application wasn't working. For a couple hours, people got in early. Their wallets got blacklisted, and like Russell talked about that on the stream. What are your thoughts on that, man? What are your thoughts on that?
Blacklisted. Oh my gosh! Like,
well, essentially, and for those that don't know in the chat, and I want to ask the chat as well. Thank you guys for tuning in with me and Jazz Royce tonight on the Jake Gagan Show. But for the wallets that were able to get in early, they were able to buy Saitarealty, get in early, and they were able to buy more than the max transaction that was allotted. Their wallets got blacklisted. I made a video today and I was like, I don't know if I agree.
And I watched it. I would have been so tight in the position of the ones that got blacklisted, because yes, we know that there was technically, they put like a limit of how much you're supposed to buy. But I mean, hey, if the system lets you buy more and you got the Saitama for it, why not? We've been holding long enough. We got to see some gains. Yeah. So I don't blame the people that got in and bought more than what was required to buy in. It just sucks that they got blacklisted and now their money's kind of, I assume it's locked up in there, right? For the time being.
Yeah, it's locked up right now, but that's how I'm at. It's like, look, it's a fair game. Like, if you guys want to put a 5 trillion mark, like, you better make sure that's in there. And if I go in there and hit max transaction, I get 20 trillion, like, that's fair game.
Exactly.
In my opinion.
It's a launch. So we're not really calculating, okay, let me make sure I'm at exactly 5 on the dot. We're just saying, okay, we got this Saitama, people are buying, I don't want to miss out, click transaction and hoping for the best.
Yep. But I get it. But yeah, their wallets got blacklisted. They're going to get refunded their Saitama. There were some discrepancies with the price, like we said. And apparently, as they add more liquidity, the price is going to stabilize and we'll get an actual price on it. And you can see here, Union Boy said, oh my God, they changed my price on my Saitarealty and all my money's gone. Don't worry. I think it's going to keep reflecting. Like, it might go down, it might go up. And I think they're going to reflect an accurate price there. But when King's broadcast, and I saw some of the stories online of people saying, I put $500 in, $100 in, $200 in, it turned into 50, 60, 80K. I figured that something was off with the numbers. And it turns off, it was like pegged to the Saitama price and not the Saitarealty price.
Oh my gosh. I would have been one of them. I was putting in, it was 300 worth. That would have been, well, like 40K for me. I would have been like, oh, I'm out.
Yeah, you would have been, exactly. You would have been very, very wealthy, but you couldn't pull it out. So, I mean, the thing with Saitama, like, I really hope that they can turn it around. I think the OKX listing was big, but like I said, like, people in the crypto space moves quick, and people do demand results, which is something that's important. So I'm still very faithful to the project. I still hope it does well. I still hold tokens. I still, know a lot of people in the community and hope that they do well, because a lot of people are down on their investments, but ultimately it comes down to the dev team and some execution at the end of the day.
Definitely, 100%. And I still think that Saitama does have the potential to be like what we were all seeing it to be a couple months prior. But like you said, man, they got to definitely get things going on with this app, because it's all about luring in newer investors, the big institutional money, to have that price move at such a high market cap, you know, to get like what was Shiba's market cap? Like 30 billion or something like that, the all-time high?
Yeah, 25, 30 billion, which is insane.
Yeah. That's going to take some big money to move it up like that. So we can just hope for the best, man. That's the best we can do. I'll never talk bad on Saitama. Saitama built my channel, built my platform as well. You know, I learned a lot. I used to watch those late night streams with you, Michael Thompson on there.
Hell
Mr. Diamond has the OG shows.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, man, I learned a lot. So I can never disrespect it.
No, me neither. And it's like I don't want to like I don't really ever talk bad about projects. It's like I don't want to FUD other people's bags, you know, like whether or not like the project is bad. There's a difference between FUDing though. Like people get mad at YouTubers for FUDing. It's like, dude, I connect with a lot of the YouTubers that FUD, and it's like I don't say go FUD it, but I'm like everybody has their own niche, and a lot of them make good points. It's like you think about like Apple or Google or Microsoft. It's like go online and Google Microsoft stock sucks, and you'll see thousands of people that FUD Microsoft, Amazon, Google, all these different Tesla stocks on a daily basis. And it doesn't do anything to the price because they're executing, right? Like the projects are executing and there's enough money in there. So people give a lot of shit to the YouTubers, but I'm like, look, a lot of these YouTubers have found their niches. Do they talk bad about projects? Sure. They talk down, they point out facts, but it's their lane. And if projects are executing, I don't think that YouTubers or people on Twitter really matter as much.
Exactly. If the YouTubers have such a volume in what happens with the project based off of their words, it means the dev team's probably not doing enough on their end to kind of offset that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. And someone said, what the hell is CVC? CVC is CoinViewCap, not cucumber coin. But and honestly, there probably is a cucumber coin out there. But dude, a $40 million market cap on day one is insane.
And apparently I heard that the launch was a $6 or $7 million market cap. So I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I mean, it's up 200%, pulling back a little bit now. People are taking profits, but I always love when tokens are at all-time highs. Like any single person that invested right now is up on their money, which is great. And these pre-salers, the people that were able to put 5 ETH in, are up.
Oh my gosh, I'm jealous of them, man. They're and I was thinking like, should I step it up and put some more ETH? I'm like, we don't know how the launch could go. Let me play a little. I put like 0.3 ETH, Jake. I was like, I'm gonna play a little safe, but see what happens. And man, boy, did I see it.
That is safe. And it's like, look, man, here's the thing. It's like, you never know how these launches are going to go. It's like, you saw what happened with Lily Finance, like Lily Finance.
Oh my God. And I was in on that too, on that launch. So
did you get wrecked on that?
I did the first day, and from the good grace of God, it went back up, and I was like up $300 in profit. And I was like, okay, you know what? I gambled enough. I'm going to go take my profits and just let it be. And then it took off after I took my profits, just my luck. You know how that goes, man.
That is how it goes. I haven't checked Lily in a while. They have almost 10,000 holders. There was a lot of weird shit that happened that day. It's like, dude, that launch was weird. You know, they were working with
Twitter Space and
the Dell crypto shit. Like it was all bad, to be honest. But let's see how Lily's doing. It's in the 3908 range, which means it's down quite a bit from the all-time high. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, it won't even show the launch, but it went straight up, straight down. Yeah. And here it is. So it's down quite a bit from the all-time high, but obviously a project that has a pretty unique use case. It does. I mean, what do you think about their decision when they left Saitama? Like they left Saitama, they pulled out early. They got a lot of shit for it, which I think was right. But ultimately, I mean, is Saitama like fully operational right now? Is it like
it's not that it was last time I checked, it still wasn't. Honestly, with Lily Finance, I don't think they're in the wrong. Like looking at it, how it is now, like because they wanted to get out of Saitama because they were essentially, they had a lot of investors in there and they were all stuck kind of waiting on Saitama to get their stuff together, right? And they kept missing launch dates and launch dates. So I assume that on the devs end for Lily Finance, they have all these investors being down the neck like, hey man, listen, where's my return on this, man? And you know, it was going to launch on this day and now it happened. And so they did what they had to do. Unfortunately, as we saw, they weren't that prepared for the volume they were going to get. I don't think they had the right amount of money to make such a move they were trying to make with Uniswap. I mean, when that market what was it? The market funds went up to 15%. I was like, oh, is that type of project?
That was strange. Like that was like kind of like that was like a secret move too. Like they didn't really talk about that.
Yeah, exactly, man. And it seemed a little fishy, but you know, me, I like to call it the slot machine mechanism, where I kind of just roll the dice, pull the lever, and see what happens. So I said, all right, I'm gonna jump in regardless. It's gonna have some volume. The Telegram was pretty huge on launch day, so
yeah. That shit was wild, bro. I'm telling you, it's like crazy stuff happens every single day in the crypto space.
Gosh, you never know what's gonna happen.
We're going to be talking about the SHIB major news, but first I want to get to this crazy shit that happened with Matt Wallace. I don't know if you know Matt Wallace.
Oh my gosh, the Dogecoin connoisseur.
He's a Dogecoin connoisseur, and he launched his own token. Was
that chart that I saw? That was his own token? Bro,
the chart is brutal.
Get out of here. I thought it was a token that he like promoted or something. That's his token?
So look, and I made a video about this, and he actually commented on my Twitter post, and I'll pull it up. And he was like, yo, like that's not true, blah blah blah. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, exactly.
He did comment on my shit, and I was like, my bad. Like, although he's he's an interesting guy. But here's his chart. It's kind of got some life again today.
Well,
but let's see what this thing looks like. So essentially, he was promoting this token. I mean, it doesn't look good. Like he promoted this token. It went live last night. It went straight up. This is like literally about 1 minute later.
Last night?
Yeah, 1 minute later, brother. 1 minute later, this thing went down to zero. And then, people were talking about this all over the internet. This is them in their Telegram. I'm going to play this right now because it's actually kind of funny because he's in his Telegram talking about the project. But this was the token. It went live last night. And dude, it does not look good for Matt Wallace. But let's give a listen to the Telegram right here.
Anywhere, everything will be completely and totally transparent. No one believes that, bro. What about the 100 ETH and those fucking wallets that dumped all at the same exact time? No one believes you. No one believes anybody on the team. Inside job. Let me be very clear. I do not have control over this contract. I do not have control over anything. So this is not. Brother, don't blame me for this. Why would I do this? Why would I hurt my reputation? That doesn't make any sense.
Matt did a lot of things that hurt his rep, man, in the past.
Dude, that's incorrect. That's not going to happen.
I've seen it 100 times. It's a fucking it's such
right, but you've seen what you've seen is you've seen people who are anonymous doing stuff like this. It would be for someone who has their name public.
Cheat from Pakistan? Is that what you did?
No, that's not. It's Solidity Finance. It's Solidity Finance, which is the top company in terms of reputation out there. So the fact that Solidity Finance, so you can actually go. It is. Anyone's running, anyone's going anywhere, everything.
So there it is. That's his Telegram. Like, dude, he blamed it on Solidity Finance, and he pretty much said, he's like, I'm doxxed. Like, why would I ever do that? Like, this happens with anonymous people. It's like, dude, I know dox devs that do shady shit all the time.
They do it too, man. Yep.
All the time. So it's like, this is his project. Gosh. I made a video about that. I mean, dude, he was on pretty much every major news publication. And I don't know if you've watched have you ever seen CoffeeZilla on YouTube?
I have not. No.
You got to watch CoffeeZilla on YouTube, dude. This guy he exposes like
I like the bio, the internet detective exposing scams.
Bro, he literally exposes every single scam, like Floyd Mayweather scam, exposing Jake Paul's scams, Ty Lopez scams, Lana Rose rug pulls. So he was tweeting about it. So we're probably going to see some stuff come out about Matt Wallace. But I made a video about him just talking about this and like going over in detail. And he actually like let's see if I can find the one he added me. Let's see.
No way. Oh man, the plot thickens.
Right here. He sent this to me. He added me. And he said, people need to stop saying false things like that. I never had at any point had access to the contract. Here's the truth. And we will give him the time of day because there's two sides to every story. And I'm not going to say he's guilty, but he said, this is very difficult / frustrating situation. Solutions / ways to move forward are being worked on. The cause is still being looked at, but all indications are that Solidity Finance team had a mistake in the contract that caused a technical issue with launch. To be more specific, and he calls somebody out, Arez N. Vlahos, the Solidity Finance member who handled the contract, I need to say for legal purposes, likely just accidentally messed up one crucial thing. Just one crucial thing. Does this look like one like that's a really big crucial thing there, Matt? That's a big crucial thing to mess up.
That's the whole chart, man.
He was very nice and helpful, and I hate to bring his name up, but the truth is that Solidity Finance needs to put out an explanation of exactly what happened if they want to claim that something was done to the contract after it was handed over that caused this, and then blah 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 blah. So everyone knows all liquidity / money is still there and no money is gone. So that's where it happens. But dude, that's why it's like never launch a token, man. Like, it's probably not going to end well.
Especially of his type of status, you know. And Matt Wallace has been involved in some type of, you know, a little bit of drama involving Shiba and stuff some months back. So he's already had some hits to his reputation. So I'm just surprised that people actually bought into the project. That's what I'm really surprised about.
I mean, bro, there was 300 ETH siphoned, like $1 million siphoned. But yeah, that's the one thing. It's like, I get it. Like, there are rug pullers out there, and like a lot of them do it anonymously. So it's like, to put your face out there and be so well known is, it's pretty wild. And like, dude, the dude is like, he literally just got right back to, oh shit, we're almost live. Look, he said, a lot of rumors going around, even some actual publications. We'll address everything in my YouTube show tonight at 6 p.m. PST. I think he's live right now. Let's see what he's doing. Final stand.
I can't believe it. Like, I would never launch a coin. That's too much for me. Too much responsibility, too much everything. And then Matt, I guess, saw some potential money in that, and well,
yeah, I mean, and maybe he was trying to do his best, but yeah, like I said, it's like he commented on my thing and he was like, yo, this is not true. And he's like, Solidity Finance messed up, like it's on them, and maybe it is. So we'll give him the benefit of the doubt until more truth comes out. And we'll see what happens there. But yeah, definitely some interesting stuff going on for Matt, and I'm excited to see what goes on there. Apparently he has a YouTube, and this is the last thing on that. The founder of Dogecoin was like, I don't enjoy calling out scammers. Calling out scammers leads to harassment and death threats, always because evil is evil. But in this case, the reputation of Dogecoin was on the line. Like, he was going to call this token, instead of crypto accept or accept crypto, it was going to be called accept Doge.
Oh my
and this guy
God.
says, but in this case, the reputation of Dogecoin was on the line. If community members didn't take action, the disaster would have been named accept Doge. So
it would have been over. R.I.P. Doge.
It would have been over, dude. So it would have been done for Dogecoin. So they separated themselves and ultimately got out. But that was what we woke up to this morning, or went to bed to last night. Obviously, the major news for Shiba Inu is that they put out this tweet earlier this week. So first off, they hit 3 million followers on Twitter, which is insane.
That is nuts, man.
Dude, 3 million people on Twitter for Shiba Inu. Like, I remember when this token came out, bro. Like, back in the day, this was like when Dogecoin hit 5 cents back in like March of 2021. It was shocking that Dogecoin hit 5 cents, by the way. Like, no one thought that Dogecoin was ever going to hit 5 cents.
That's
Dogecoin
when I bought it.
Dude, yeah, Dogecoin hit 5 cents. And I was like, what? And that's when people were like, yo, you got to check out SHIB. And I was like, what the hell is SHIB? I'm like, I'm not checking out SHIB.
Dude.
I was like, what is it? I'm like, dude, this looks like a knockoff like Dogecoin. That's what I called it. And people were like, you got to do it. You got to do it. And I remember I put out a tweet. Like, my buddy got me in, and I put out a tweet, and I was like, if this tweet gets 150 likes, I'll buy SHIB. And it got like 300 likes. I put in like not too much money. And then SHIB went like up, what, like 10,000%? Like, it went insane. Yeah, I got in like in April. God. I got in April like 23rd or something, like before the first run up in May. So when that did happen, let's just pull it up. We'll pull up exactly what it looks like. Yeah, that was like my first meme tone where I was like, what the hell? So yeah, I got in back here like April 20th, right? I think April 23rd is when I got in.
No freaking way, Jay.
Yes. So this first run up was like, bro, this first run up was insane. I was like, what? So I started making SHIB content, like doing SHIB content. It took a while for it to pick back up. And then, yeah, this next run up was just parabolic.
Ooh.
But ultimately, SHIB's been executing. They have close to 1.2 million holders and 3 million followers on Twitter. And the big news, they tweeted this out last night. They said, SHIB Army, see, the world is full of things more powerful than us, but if you know how to catch a ride, you can go places. Stay tuned for March 30th. Woof. And the news that came out today, they announced more information on their metaverse. So SHIB, the metaverse, an immersive experience that is positioned to become a massive environment for the SHIB Army to grow, share, and benefit together. Huge news coming out of SHIB. A lot of people thought it was going to be a partnership with like Uber or Lyft, myself included. And then ultimately, it was a metaverse. What are your thoughts on this?
I'm impressed with SHIB, man. SHIB, to me, they're like a secret force, but they always know how to execute. They don't really be in the forefront announcing everything and stuff like that. They just kind of stay in the cut, do the little thing behind the scenes, let people do whatever they want to do. And the chart still somehow holds up in price. And then boom, they just come out with bomb drops. They're very strategical people. Like, I know SHIB's going to do well. I know it.
Yeah, SHIB is going to crush it. And my bad, Muhammad said, Jake, you missed my super chat. He said, I tried to get to all of them, but we were in deep conversation. He said, hey, Jake, can you check out Asuna token? They have been listed on XD Exchange. They released their play to earn an NFT collection. The devs are fully doxed. They're going live with Sandstorm soon. Absolutely. I've actually heard of a Suno token. I think I've heard of it through Sandstorm. But thank you so much for the donation. Shout out to my guy, Family Z. He said, CVC, let's go. Cajun Crypto is in the chat. He said, I never even heard of that dude, Matt Wallace. Matt Wallace is like a pretty big YouTuber. He's the biggest Dogecoin YouTuber. I mean, like, he has an interesting reputation. Like, I made a video kind of talking about the scam and what happened. And I didn't call him out and say it did happen. I probably wouldn't make that about like other YouTubers, but he's just got an interesting reputation. You know, I feel like a lot of us YouTubers are starting to like bond together. Would you say that?
I love it, man. I mean, it's a great time to start doing it. Unity is what's going to help push everything on a way higher scale.
Exactly. And there's some shithole YouTubers out there that I probably wouldn't bond with, but you know, the people that we're connecting with are all good people. And like, we are all in this together. And like, that was one thing, like when my YouTube channel got deleted, I think you were one of the first people that tweeted it out.
Man, I just somehow felt like if that was me, I would have been like on the floor. I'm like, nah, we got to get this trending. We got to get this trending. So I'm glad, you know, here we are today.
Here we are today, bro. We did get it trending. And like, to be honest, I wasn't really worried. And I think the reason is like, if it was deleted for some reason forever, like I would probably just do Twitch or do Twitter Spaces or something. Like, you always adapt. But yeah. I've just seen so many people get their channels taken down and get their channels back right away. Your Pop, Altcoin Daily, my buddy Mike the Investor. There's like a handful of crypto people. But the thing that really shocked me was like, dude, YouTube just said, hey, we made a mistake. We apologize. I'm like, dude, that's a big mistake. Like, to just delete someone's channel permanently,
or is it going to happen to? Like, oh my god!
And it's like, dude, we had a platform like to, you know, we got free Jake Hagen trending. Like, we made noise. It's like, what if you don't have one? Like, what if you don't have the love like and support?
Small-time person, yeah, they got to start from scratch.
Exactly, and shout out to everybody that, you know, showed the support, because without you guys, I probably wouldn't have gotten it back. But yeah, it's pretty insane. Let's see what else we got here. Shout out to my guy Ian Randall. He's spamming the comments. He said, if you're loving the content, let's get a We Love Jake Gagan in the chat.
Hey.
I love you, Ian. You got to love that. Shout out to my guy Ian Randall.
And that's what I like about this whole thing that we're doing here, man. This whole crypto and YouTube atmosphere, it's still the very beginning, because this really started like, what, you'd say a year ago, maybe, for all of this to really start booming like this. Yep. And crypto's still young. It's only like a 2-point-something trillion market cap. Imagine when it's like a 6 trillion market cap altogether.
We're gonna be happy.
Right.
People. And my bad, a Dirty Matter Apparel. I didn't mean to miss the super chat as well. We were just, look, I got Jazz Royce on here. I got to have a good conversation with my guy, but he did say bring him on the channel, bro. I would love to bring him on the channel. Honestly, I think he's like, he has his own platform. We're talking about Matt Wallace still. He has his own platform. And I was gonna,
that would be interesting.
I was gonna reach back out to him because I made this video, or I made this tweet, and I guess like the tweet was kind of like, I mean, look, I don't think the tweet was that bad, man. Like, the tweet says, breaking news, Dogecoin YouTuber Matt Wallace caught up in a massive crypto scam after a token he launched, rug pulled instantly after going live. This is what we know so far. Look,
you called it as it is.
He did get caught up in a massive crypto scam after a token he launched, rug pulled instantly after going live. Like, there's not really any lies there. And like I said, he did. Where's his comment? Did he delete his comment? There he is. He commented on it. He commented on it right away, bro. I'm like, dude, if you're all over the internet, like, first off, like, stop reading comments. Like, second off, dude, get off the internet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're
like, fix your project.
it's not going to be good for him, like, to be on the internet during these times. But he commented on it right away. And I was gonna like reach back out and be like, yo, like, come on the channel, dude. But like I said, he's got some stuff going on in himself. And CoinViewCap is tweeting this out right now. Congrats to everyone that invested in CoinViewCap. Is that shit slowing down? 196%.
Yeah, it's going sideways.
I mean, it's kind of going sideways. It's still in the 4 range. A little bit of a consolidation here would be healthy for CoinViewCap, but damn, CoinViewCap is looking strong today.
I'm eager, man. I'm waiting to see what happens with this project, and also I'm waiting to see what happens with Volt, man.
Yes, Volt. I mean, the thing with Volt, and I'm bullish on Volt. I love the community. I love what they're doing. But like, the token migration is something that it kind of, it doesn't scare me. But I've just been a part of so many token migrations where like investors either lose money, investors don't migrate their tokens. Like, there's shit that could happen. My only hope with Volt is that they do it with Everrise. If, like, they haven't announced who they're partnering with. They said in the thing that they're doing it with like a legit ass company. My only hope is that they do it with Everrise. That's a token that's a project that's really, really good. And like, they do these migrations for a living. So that's one of my hopes here, is that they do it with Everrise. But I mean, what are your thoughts on the migration that's happening with Volt?
Well, I think it is something that's necessary. I really, you know, when you think about it, when you see a project that has like 15 zeros, for the average investor that's not into the whole degen and meme coin space, they're going to look at it like, oh, this is just a joke. You know, why am I going to take this seriously? And so I think what they're doing, they're going to cut off like 9 zeros and put it at like 6 zeros in the price for Volt, I believe. So
yep.
The way I'm looking at it is that maybe we can kill 2 zeros and hit like Shiba's price. That'll be some good profits.
Yeah, essentially, I mean, they're killing of the 9 zeros for Volt, and we can pull up the Volt chart. I'm going to keep that one up. We'll take this one down, but essentially, they're deleting 9 zeros, so they're getting rid of 9 zeros. But it's not going to affect the price at all. It's just because they want to get listed on more exchanges, and they can't get listed on exchanges with look how many zeros they have.
Oh, it's like 15 zeros, I think.
Yeah, they can't get listed on major exchanges, and Volt's down quite a bit as of today. They can't get listed on major exchanges with all of these zeros. It's like too much of a headache for them. So yeah, people are. I mean, so they're getting rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 zeros just to make it a little bit more easy for exchanges. But yeah, that migration should be happening here in the next couple of days. Obviously, they're on the Binance Smart Chain, they're on the Ethereum blockchain, and that right there is a fat sell. We got to check that out. 53 ETH sale, dude. 150 racks.
Yo, not on Volt, man. Not on Volt.
150 racks.
I put a nice wad of cash into there a few days ago. Dang, man.
Yeah, they just sold 150 racks. Let's see. Is this the Volt token? Yeah, I mean, they got it earlier. Man. They got it 4 hours ago, proxy swapped, and they sold 150 racks. That's a big red candle. It's a
nice payday for that person, but geez, for the rest of us, 20 million market cap. Another one. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed, Jake, just hoping for the best with this one.
Yeah, me too, man. I mean, it's a solid community, solid project. Like they have the use case, and we gotta wait and see. I mean, like a lot of the altcoins though, like even though cryptocurrency is looking strong right now, like Bitcoin's looking strong, Ethereum's looking strong, we really haven't seen too much movement from altcoins yet. I think once Bitcoin crosses that $50,000 mark, ETH gets around, close to that $4,000 mark, we're gonna start to see these altcoins fly. But if you look at it, like I was doing it last night on my stream, if you look at a lot of the altcoins, CoinViewCap obviously not included in this discussion, but if you look at a lot of the altcoins, a lot of them look exactly the same, man. They all, I swear, they all spiked up in November, December, and they're all down like 80-90%. It's kind of crazy.
It's true. I wonder if it's because of how Ethereum moves, and they're all on the Ethereum blockchain.
A lot of it does. A lot of it, also comes down to the fact that like whales and people take money, and the crypto space moves so quick. Like it's so true though. It's like, think about it. If you're invested in a project that's down quite a bit, or you had money, like most people take profits and they look for new things. Like they chase green candles, they chase things like this, and ultimately not financial advice, but that's also not the best way to invest is like, when this token, you're at CoinViewCap, and this is not, for anybody that's in CoinViewCap, but it's like a lot of people look at this big, oh my God, it's going to keep going up. Like, let me put some money in. Right. And it's like, realistically, it's like a lot of people put a majority of money in down here
and down there. Yeah.
You can see people taking profits. So, but this is still a successful launch. But yeah, it's like it's interesting. But there's new projects that come out every day, and there's new buying opportunities. That's the beautiful thing about crypto, and also the scary thing, because it's not like a traditional stock where it's like you have people that invest long term and really believe in the project long term. Sure, a lot of people do, but not majority of people. A lot of people are in these stocks or in these cryptocurrency projects to make money. If they're putting in money, they're here to make money. They don't have any emotions tied to the project, and they're trying to take profits, and it's how people win the space. So respect to everybody, but it's
I can't blame them. Yeah, I can't blame them.
Exactly.
And it's even harder now because these days there's so much new altcoins coming out that it's not like how it used to be 6 months back where only a few altcoins would be there so they can hit some really high market caps, because now there's like, for every day, there's like 4 or 5 new coins. Like look at the 𝗪𝗧𝗛 Inu. Who would have thought that one would have taken off? Like what?
Dude, what is that token doing? We got to check that token out.
I think I saw Adam Shelton tweet about it, saying he's in the Telegram chat listening to them play $𝗪𝗧𝗛 music. I'm like, oh, it's going to be a joke of a coin. I'm not going to.
It's already got 2,200 holders, bro. It's a $1 million market cap. And I mean, dude, there's no way that this can be like I never talk shit on projects, but I'm like, bro, like 𝗪𝗧𝗛 Inu comes out after he smacks Chris Rock.
Right? I'm waiting for Chris Rock Inu. That I might try.
that might go. Jada Smith Inu, GIJ2 Inu. Like,
I think we're on to something, Jake.
They all go. That's the thing. They all go, bro. CVC is 𝗪𝗧𝗪ing all the other altcoins right now. That's the best chatter of the day. It really is, though. It really is. I mean, up 184%. Small pullback here. We're going to see what happens here on the Jay Gagan show. What did we see an all-time high of? Like 42? 42. I think
it was
we
like
saw
42.
40. Yeah, 41, 42, which is great. Bro, CVC is Will Smithing all altcoins right now. I love that. Chatter by Doc Hughes. Ladies and gentlemen,
That's a good one.
if you haven't smashed that like button, let's get to 100 likes on the stream. I'm here live with my guy, Jazz Royce. Go ahead, if you guys are just joining us, and smash that like button. Oh, Steve the Canadian said, Jake, have you checked out 𝗪𝗪𝗧? I did. I made a video about 𝗪𝗪𝗧 back in the day. And yeah, definitely very, very interesting project there.
I missed out on 𝗪𝗪𝗧 as well, man. And I heard of it early, and I'm like, nah, it's just one of those other coins, those combo coins. And sure enough, I played myself.
How is 𝗪𝗪𝗧 doing? Is it pumping?
As of right now, I don't even know. I haven't even checked.
Let's see this. 𝗪𝗪𝗧 right now is currently at 4,000 holders and down 20% on the dizzy. So not looking good on the day. 20% down on the day. But long term, the token is still, I mean, it's still
sitting pretty solid. Yeah,
it's still pretty solid on the day, on the launch, down 16% on the day. I know. I see like Austin, and look at CVC, #1 trending token right now on DEX tools. Gotta love to see that.
That's awesome.
I see Austin Hilton. I see Zach Humphreys. They're talking about 𝗪𝗪𝗧 all the time, but a cool project. I talked to the dev, like he's a legit guy that's doing good things, but ultimately, I haven't done that. What about Saitanobi? Have you heard about Saitanobi?
Saitanobi, yes, I have. I didn't buy into it, but that I heard of it. How's that one?
We're gonna find out. I had the dev on. I don't know. I had the dev on for a live AMA. It looks like the market cap's 3 million, which is pretty decent. And still hanging on to. I know. I talked to the dev. He's like, look, man, it's pretty tough to have a token during this bearish market. That was like back in these days, and obviously things are picking up again. But yeah, essentially, like you buy this token. You stake this token and you earn Saitama and you earn 𝗪𝗪𝗧. A pretty unique use case.
Wow. Oh, okay. Hey, you can't argue with that now.
It's a pretty unique use case. But it's going to be interesting to see how like the dev team of Saitama likes. Did you see like all that shit that happened like on Twitter with ETH Saitama?
Oh my gosh. And then how Dell Crypto was kind of pushing it onto them. And then who was it that said it? Was it Elon or one of them? Elon Master, one of them came back to Dell and said, hey, look, we're not associated with that coin and this and that. And I'm like, oh, okay. That Jesus, man. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, it's interesting, man. There's a lot of people going against that guy. And yeah, Elon Mansur, but he's right. It's like, when you take the name Saitama and you put ETH in front of it, like people will associate it with Saitama. And I think he was just looking out for his investors. Yeah, I think he's like looking out for the wolf pack and people that might say like, oh, this is a fork of Saitama, or this is like another version of Saitama.
True.
Let me put some money in. But yeah, that was wild. I didn't catch the Twitter space. I try to stay out of those, dude, because they're just like,
dude, it's so toxic, man.
It's toxic. it's drama. Like I like these because it's like I like these because like, dude, we're on a live stream, we're having fun, and like we're bringing positivity to the space, and we have people in the chat that are in here.
So much.
And you might have a lot of that. You might have some like trolls in the chat, but that's cool. It's like but like when they have a platform to like, yeah, like dude, I've hopped into some Twitter spaces where people are just like screaming at each other. I'm like, dude, bro, what the hell is going on?
It's horrible. I've been popping into some where people are just getting attacked on the spot. I'm like, yeah, maybe I should just leave here before people see my name associated with this. No, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I mean, dude, like the way I view this shit is like life's too beautiful to be caught up in the drama and whatnot. It's like, but that's what happens when there's money involved,
Yeah.
So I get it. You see like people attacking like YouTubers that are like, quote unquote, fudding projects. I get it. They're fudding their bags. Like it makes sense, but ultimately it's just part of the space. I mean, I think like anyone in the space, like people that are in the chat, you, me, like you have a choice to interact with it, engage with it, or look the other way.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like in the bigger picture of things, when people engage in all that drama and stuff, sure, in the short term, it might do some work, might boost up their platform and stuff. But essentially what it's doing is that it's making us all miss out on bigger money that we could all be making if we just kind of come together, bring more positivity, and show other people that are scared of crypto that, hey, this is actually a new and growing space and it can be very beneficial for everybody as a whole.
Yep. Absolutely. I 100% agree. People are saying CVC launch looking beautiful. Jazz, what's up?
Berto!
Boy. Said, I'm so aggravated with the price of Saitarealty. I don't know it. I don't see charge. It's just what the F is going on. Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, I think they're adding liquidity, and then after they add liquidity, I think you're going to be able to get a better update on what's going on there with the actual price here of the token. Jake, can you check out Colt? Absolutely. 𝗖𝗧𝗛𝗧, rumor has it that it was created by 𝗪𝗧𝗛, the founder of Shiba. Massive volume. I heard that as well. I had 𝗖𝗧𝗛𝗧. I had a gentleman from 𝗖𝗧𝗛 on my Twitter space earlier today, and he was talking about the project. Have you heard of 𝗖𝗧𝗛𝗧?
I have not. It's my first time.
Dude, 𝗖𝗧𝗛𝗧, my buddy put me on this like 2 weeks ago. I think it's up like 2,000% since then. Like this thing is going insane, close to 5,000 holders. There are a lot of rumors right now. It's number 4 in DEX tools. There are a lot of rumors right now that 𝗖𝗧𝗛𝗧 is look at this chart. I mean, like, it's like up like 2,000%. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was like a $600,000 market cap. Now it's 34 million. But there are a lot of rumors, who knows if they're true or not, that 𝗪𝗧𝗛, the founder of Shiba, is apparently part of this team. Like I said, it's speculation for now, but that's why it's getting a lot of hype. And really, they're just trying to, they're like a venture capitalist fund for the decentralized space. And they're just trying to like push, they're a DAO that's just trying to push decentralization forward, which we absolutely love.
Wow. I mean, I'm still caught on 600,000 to $34 million market cap. Like, that's the type of launch that I'm looking for. Sheesh.
And it happened quick. It happened from March 22nd until today. So like 8 days, it went up like literally $30 million market cap. Yeah. 𝗖𝗧𝗛𝗧 was one that's like, yo. Oh my. Yeah, it went crazy.
Every day it's a new project, man. It's just a matter of which gem is it going to be.
Yeah, exactly, man. That's what I say. It's like, that's why it moves so fast. That's why execution is so important. Like this shit does move so quick. And it's like, that's how I am with my investments. Like if it's not working out, like, or it's kind of down, sometimes you got to take your loss and make that money back. It's like, how are you going to make that money back?
I do it too. Don't worry.
Yeah. It's like, how do you make that money back? And it's like, you have like projects like this, you know, like CVC that launched, obviously pulling back a little bit. I mean, do you really call us a pullback when it's up 165% on the day?
It's still doing really good, but I mean, I'm just surprised that people are taking profits before we even at least kill 1-0. You know? At least kill 1-0 and then take a 10x profit. But I guess people operate differently.
Yeah, it's just how like psychology works. You know, it's like people that got in the pre-sale, like they're up so big on their bag that they start seeing, you know, the price come down a little bit and they try to protect their investment. So it's normal. True. But also when you see these, you know, these sales, it's like there's people on the sideline that are waiting. Like, there's people right now that are waiting for this price to go down even more to put more money in. So
that's true.
Ultimately, I think this is a legit product. I think it's a legit use case. I can't believe no one, like no other token even tried to do it. Like no other token or company was like, I want to take down CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. Like it's people, you know, always go for the play to earn or the metaverse. So it's pretty unique to see that they're actually trying to take it down.
Yeah, man. And I mean, with CoinMarketCap, especially with all the, you know how it is, especially how to treat Saitama and Terrarium and things like that. It's about time that somebody stepped up to the plate and said, you know what, we're going to take you guys on. But they did it in a way where it's not like confrontational butt and head, but kind of like we're going to just kind of conglomerate with other people and take you guys out.
What did they do to Terrarium, CoinMarketCap?
I saw something on Terrarium with CoinMarketCap, and they were talking about like be cautious or something like that with something with the contract. I saw it like earlier today too. I was looking at the price of it to compare it to CVC on the launch, and I was like, almost like how they did the Willie D thing way back then.
Yeah,
the little red mark on the top. I'm like,
okay, yeah, I got it right here. Let's see what they say. They said the smart contract for the following token contains variable tax rate functions. This opened the opportunity for contract owners to modify the contract behavior, i.e. change fees or transfer tokens. Please exercise with extra caution if you are investing in this token. Yeah, I mean, that one's a little bit different. Like, obviously, I don't know if that's true. That one's a little bit different than the Willie D one. The Willie D one was like, what the fuck, dude? It's like
that was literally
put it.
That was fun. It was a fact, but it was fun how they did it. Yeah,
they said right here, they go FBI or, you know, crucial, whatever they said, like caution. Willie D arrested by FBI, developer of Saitama. I was like, what the hell is that, dude?
You
like,
should have saw. My heart dropped when I first saw that, and I'm like, wait, there's a link to click on the article. Let me click on the article before I say anything. And then I read, I'm like, oh, this is like from years back. What are they? From that point on, I knew it was like, yeah, it's that's a wrap for them. To me,
absolutely, dude. And Steve the Canadian, my guy, Steve the Canadian, he said, let's all agree, though, out of all the projects coming out lately, even if CVC continues to consolidate, this was a great launch in a sea of failed launches. So they have that. 100% agreed. This was a solid launch. We've seen a lot of shitty launches, like last night, Matt Wallace's project for
Leave him alone, Jake.
I can't. I gotta keep going back.
He's gonna comment again when you get off the stream.
I gotta keep going back to him. But his project, I mean, the Lily Finance launch, I think was pretty brutal as well.
That was
What else did we see? There was a few. I mean, the crypto vault launch, it was decent. I mean, people took a lot of profits on that one. But ultimately, yeah, I would agree with that comment. I mean, what do people in the chat say? I think that the CVC launch was pretty solid. I mean, it's up 161% of the day, which is obviously very, very impressive.
Yeah, I think it's going really, really good. It's healthy to see people take profits. I mean, it's still kind of early, but like you said, the ones that got in with 5 ETH and stuff, they're still making some good money right now at like a 4 or 5x. So can't be mad at that. Still the first day.
Exactly, man. It's very, very early for this project. Let's see right here. So for people that haven't connected with you, they can find you on Twitter, a Twitter and YouTube personality. My guy, Jazz Royce. Guys, make sure to go follow Jazz Royce. Of course, bro. I appreciate you coming on. I've been watching your content for quite some time now. So this is your Twitter. Man. If people want to follow you at I'm Jazz Royce. So when did you start creating content, and what made you want to get into creating content?
Oh man, so I started back in October, and really my whole thing is that I wanted to be originally a Shiba YouTuber. I wanted to be like the junior version of 𝗪𝗧𝗡𝗡𝗘𝗖𝗧, because that was all I watched, you and 𝗪𝗧𝗡. That was it, and Adam Shelton.
Hell yeah.
And so I started doing it. My Shiba video, it came out, it did crap. And then I'm like, what's my next best investment? Saitama. So I did a video on that, and before you know it, it just started running from that point on, man. And then it slowed down over time, but I just got so into this, man. This whole YouTube space. I always wanted to be a YouTuber since high school, man. I used to do podcasting right before the crypto stuff. And then when this started, I kind of put the podcast on the shelf and ran with this, man. What about you, Jake?
Man, for me, it was similar. It's like I've been investing in crypto since 2017, but I started the YouTube back in March of 2021. And I just wanted to make content to promote this one token, like the Apecoin token. It's an NFT token. And like there was not a lot of information that was on there on how to buy the token. And I owned a lot of it. And I was like, I want more people to do it. So the first video I ever made, I kid you not, camera was off. It was just full screen like this. Not even a microphone. Not even a microphone. Just like my camera like this. And I was like, this is how you buy it. And I just showed people how to buy it on Uniswap. And then, you know, I mentioned earlier in my Twitter space, then I found, you know, Shiba Inu, started making Shiba Inu content. Then I found Saitama, started making Saitama content. And like, I remember the first time I made a Saitama video, the price went up like 300% in a day. So I was like, I'm going to do a Saitama live stream. I did a Saitama live stream that night. There was like 300 people in there and there was only like 5,000 holders. And then from there, it's like, we just did Saitama live streams every single night for I think like 6 or 7 months. You know,
Jake, you were the man for that, bro. I was always tuning into those streams, falling asleep with it still on my TV, bro. I'm like, yo, he's the Saitama guy. I thought you were working with Saitama when I first started watching you, honestly.
No, I didn't. And like there was a time at the beginning where they were like, we talked about it. Like I had a call with the team, and I was like, it was with Steve Rocket Crypto and Russ, and they were like, yo, do you want to be like a brand ambassador? And we decided not to. And I was like, no, because I want to be able to like report honest news. I was like, if shit ever goes down, like I want to be able to like talk about it and like report, you know, honestly on it. And I feel like when you're paid by a project, you can't do that.
Yeah.
So I never got paid by them. Dude. Yeah, I never got paid by them. I had a conversation to like be a brand ambassador, and like it was back in like probably September. And like I talked with Russell, we both said no. He's like, that's respectable. I understand that. And I was like, I'll still make content about the project, and we still made obviously a bunch of content. But yeah, dude, it was a wild ride. I mean, that token went insane.
Yeah, man. I didn't know that though, but that I commend you for that, man. Yo, guys, get the likes up for Jake for doing that move, man. You really just say, you know what? I'm gonna support you guys, but I'm gonna keep it real, and I can't be under your wing like that just in case it goes sour. And well, as we can see, a good thing you did that.
Yeah, and honestly, dude, like one of the things too is like, you know, it's you know, when you're associated with a project like that, like look what happened with Steve Rocket Crypto. Like he was the guy that was running the socials, and like he deleted his shit.
I haven't heard from him in a minute, man.
He deleted his stuff. He like, I don't even know what happened to him, but he just like dipped out on the project. Yeah. And he was like honestly, it's like people can judge him for what he's done now, but like anytime I connected with him, like he was a nice guy, like an honest guy, like a good guy, at least from like my opinions. But yeah, he just dipped out. And it's like, that's what happens when you're like when you're tied to a project that closely, it's like, that's what happens. So I like to remain independent. Yeah. I like to remain independent. Because it's like, dude, you don't know what's going to happen in the crypto space. It's like, if you partner up with, let's just use like, any project, it's like, what happens if the devs abandon it? It's like, it's kind of on you, right?
And it's on you because you're like the face essentially. Man, let me tell you. And that goes into like, because a lot of people I would see, especially in some of these toxic Twitter space, I'm not gonna say no names, but people would be like, man, why do YouTubers get paid to promote videos and this and that? And it's like, well, essentially it's a risk. You're putting yourself as kind of like on the forefront of a project, and some of the devs aren't even doxxed. So if anything does happen, that's on you. And it's happened to me. I promoted a project before, and then they went good, and then a week later they're like, okay guys, price is going down, we're just gonna put the rest away, and then we're gonna go cash out. We're like, wait, so you're rugging us pretty much after I just made like 2 videos on you guys? And
yeah, it's tough, man. And like, you probably got shit for that, or like, a lot of YouTubers do get shit for that after they make videos. But it's like, I mean, the way I look at these promotional videos, I think it's just like any other thing. And it's like, I'm coming from a different industry, like doing like influencer stuff online, right? Like people would send me gear and equipment. Like, Jake, can you take pictures in this? Yeah. So even like these glasses right here, like this is a movement glasses. That's like, they sent this for me for free, and they're like, they sent this and a watch, and they're like, hey, can you take pictures? Like, that's the same way that I view, crypto marketing is like, these companies are using you for your platform to promote their product, right? In this sense, it's cryptocurrency, and they're reaching out to YouTubers because you have a platform and a brand, and you have an audience, and they're saying, hey, we have a new token. Can you talk about our token? We'll pay you for your services. Now, I think the most important thing, and I think pretty much all YouTubers that I see right now doing it, is just disclosing that it's paid. And I think every single YouTuber that I see right now is doing it. Like, you just say, hey, this is a promotional video. You check the YouTube box, and then you go through the project. But I mean, it's just marketing. That's the way I look at it. Really Obviously, you have to do your research and make sure you're bringing legit projects to your content. But yeah, ultimately, that's how I view it. I mean, is that how you view it too?
Yeah, the exact same way. I mean, I say it's like video marketing. That's really what it is. It's exactly what it is. I mean, people will kind of come and blame the YouTubers for when their investments don't go good and say, oh, I watched your video and I bought in and then I lost money. But essentially, it's like when you buy a product that you saw on TV, are you going to blame the commercial company that made it if the product didn't work out good? Or are you going to go straight to the actual company owners? You know what I mean? That's how I look at it with crypto.
Exactly, bro. It's like, it's on the devs, but we do have to do our due diligence to make sure like we're bringing legit projects. And obviously 100%. It's like, you want to make your people money. Like, at the end of the day, like, you want to make your people money. Shout out to our guy, 𝗪𝗓𝗡𝗓. He said, my guy, Jazz and Jake. Robert G is in the house.
Man.
Philip is the OG, dude.
What
our
up,
guy Kings? We got to get Kings in here. I'm going to send Kings a link too. That's
Kings
my guy.
Such a good guy, man. He is good energy individual, man. We need more people like Kings in the space.
And it's true, bro. We need just like, and you too, bro. You got good energy as well, man. Like, you're spewing that shit.
I appreciate. I try. It's a very volatile season in crypto, so the least we can do is just kind of keep that energy up for all the other investors out there.
Yeah, dude, it's important, man. Like, the crypto space can be toxic. And that's why it's like, you got to host a platform for good, but sometimes the good news is kind of toxic, as we're seeing here. Quick question for you and everybody in the chat right now. I put this tweet out earlier today. I said, which project is undervalued right now? Jazz, go. Which project do you think is undervalued right now?
Oh man, I see like a bunch going through my head right now. I got to try and pick carefully. Okay. I'm gonna go with, and I can't believe I'm gonna say this one. All right, off the top of my head, I'm gonna go with. Have you heard of the game SHIB? It's like Shiba Inu, but SHEEBA. Yep. I'm gonna say that's undervalued because they're a project that actually launched with a play to earn game on the same time as launching, versus most of these projects saying, all right, we got this new coin buy-in, white paper coming soon, play to earn coming soon. They just came out with it. That's my undervalued project.
That was pretty legit. But didn't there was something that happened with the contract where So what happened with that?
So I think it was something like somebody sent something to the contract. Somebody screwed something up with the contract. I think an investor or something like that. And so what they're doing is that they're migrating they're doing like a migration. And so they're going to do a relaunch. I don't know if it's tonight or tomorrow. On like a V2 type of thing.
Yeah. So did they shut down trading? Yeah, it looks like they did.
Yeah, they raised the taxes, I think, to 99% to not make people kind of fumble on themselves.
Damn. That's insane. What's up, Kings?
Kings in the building.
What's going up, y'all? How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good, brother. How you doing?
just I was over there at Wealthyverse just showing some love. They're having their Wednesday night women in crypto thing, so I had to stop over there. And then, I had to stop over here. I saw you were streaming.
Of course, brother, man. Yeah, always happy to have you here. What do they have a women's in crypto?
Yeah. Wealthyverse does on Wednesdays. They got Sequoia Stone over there right now that they're talking to and stuff. So
nice. And people say they have a hard echo. It might be I think it's sometimes when I share that. Let me know if that got better for you guys out there. Sometimes when it's three people and I have like the mic up in the back, we're doing that. But Kings, a crazy day in the crypto space. I feel like new things are happening every single day. Obviously, the CoinViewCap launch is at the top of everybody's radar. Did you get in? Are you in CoinViewCap?
I am not. But I will say this. A big thing that I'm looking at right now is some of these projects that are going to be that are going to be doing pre-sales that I do my due diligence to, that have a good marketing plan and that movement behind them. Because as an investor, I look at every opportunity that's out there, and I think that these type of pre-sales that are out to the public and whitelisted, it's just great opportunity as an investor to get into them early on, because ultimately that's what everybody wants. They want to get into some of these very early, and I'm kind of making it my mission to maybe find a few good ones that I can bring to my platform that will be coming up, and I definitely think that it's a hot thing right now.
Yeah,
we see what happened with Terrarium. Now CVC, they both launched on a newer Launchpad platform for pre-sales. So I think we might be onto something here.
I think we are, but I also want to say too, dude, I've seen pre-sales go very bad. Like right now, look what happens. So usually on a pre-sale, we saw this fat sell, right? Sometimes if there wasn't the support and people buying in, sometimes this thing keeps going down. I've seen more pre-sales than not that after they go live, go straight back down below pre-sale price. So I know we're looking at one that's successful, and this is a very successful launch. And obviously, look at this right here, more buys coming in. People are eating up the dip like we've never seen. I think this project's gonna be very successful.
My thing is like this, there's so many things you can try to do to help prevent it, but you also limit yourself for the future. Don't get me wrong, I would love to see, projects put, codes in to fight against sniper bots and stuff.
Yeah.
But if you do that in the beginning, where you coded in your smart contract for sniper bots and maybe the first 2 blocks to get blacklisted and stuff like that, or there's things you can also do to protect yourself. If you do any type of coding when it comes to sniper bots, you can't get on no major exchanges in the future, like top sexes.
Ooh.
They won't allow it.
I did not know that.
It's something I did my research into. So if you do use sniper bots in the beginning, you won't be able to be on any top, sexes and later down the road.
Dang. Yeah, Kings, I didn't even know that, man.
Yeah, these are certain things that, obviously most of the general, DeFi space might not know. Obviously coders realize that and developers should know that. But yeah, I just found that out, a month ago when I was doing some digging and talking to some coders, because, on the backside, I've been doing a lot of coding and helping out and learning from a couple very great people in the space that are really good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Kings, I got to ask you a question too. I just asked our guy Jazz, and he said Sheeb, excuse me. Which project is undervalued right now to you?
That's a tough one. There's a few. I know, Kings. It took me a while to think too.
I will say there's. I had a 3-hour meeting today with our man Scott.
Scott Herman.
Yep, Scott Herman.
Nice.
We talked for an hour, and then we had a 2-hour meeting. I'm not gonna say GOAT just because I'm biased to it, because
say it, dude. Say that shit.
Champion.
If I was gonna say 2, I would say GOAT token and then WAGMI. WAGMI is one that I'm definitely interested in now. So GOAT token and WAGMI are my 2 undervalued DeFi businesses right now. I say businesses because I'm trying to get people to get away from that project word, because in reality that these are businesses, and the ones that have that business mindset and business backing and vision, I truly believe those are the ones that are going to last into the future. I've been telling people, in all honesty, 90% of these projects you see here today aren't going to be here in the next 12 to 24 months. You know, and I'm just being honest, because the DeFi turnover rate is so high.
Yeah,
you know, that's another reason why I think when you see these new staking platforms come out and you see a lot of these ridiculous APYs that aren't sustainable, that's because I think a lot of these developers, I'm not gonna, not anybody specifically, aren't looking at it long term. They're realizing that I can do these high APYs because, let's be honest, this project this business might only be here for the next 12 to 24 months, and I can sustain it for a short period of time, but eventually we know it's just not obtainable anymore. And that's just me being honest. You know that I'm always going to be 100 with the people. So
yeah, and a lot of people think like for Shiba Swap, like they had these high APYs, and like the main thing is to get as much liquidity on the platform so that it's operational, right? Like we saw that with Bone, we saw that with Leash and Shib to get as much liquidity on there. I think one project, if I had to answer this, what project do I think is undervalued, is probably Everrise. Like I don't know how like tapped in you guys are to Everrise, but dude, they're doing some interesting things there. Like they're really going to push the DeFi space forward 5 years ahead. Like they're helping tokens lock up their contracts. They're helping token renounce their contracts. They have DAOs that you can start up. They have their own swap. They have Everown, Ever Migrate, where you can migrate your token to different chains, like cross chains. Because I think a lot of people in the crypto space right now, like they trade on the Binance Smart Chain and the Ethereum blockchain, but they're not trading on other chains like Polygon, AVAX. Like there's a lot of other chains out there that like
Harmony is another one
you can make a lot of money on,
I'll be honest with you. I 100% agree with you. Like I've done some research in Everrise and I invested, but I love what they're doing over there. I think that once there's a few projects out there that I'm waiting for people to catch on to, like, and realize like that they offer real world utility, or if they're not offering real world utility, they're offering real world DeFi utility, like what Everrise is doing. I can name off a few, and like this isn't me. I'm not a paid sponsor. Doesn't mean I'm necessarily invested in, but like ones that I'm looking at, I'm interested in is. Crypto Vault. I am a large holder of Crypto Vault because I do believe in what they're going to do to the future, and they do have a true world utility. Also, I saw somebody say Piccolo. I am not invested yet. I did have a meeting with the development team last week, and I do think what they're offering, and after their Dubai trip, and they're partnering up with a lot of different projects. And that's a thing I'm starting to see. Is we're starting to see like CVC is now connected with Shinobi, and then you got Piccolo and Shinobi and Selena that are all coming together. And I mean, that's the one thing I've been talking about for a long time is like, I want to see these businesses and these developers work together where they can. Obviously, we know it's a competition, but if they can come together in certain areas, I think it's only going to be more powerful and better for the platform.
I agree. There's a lot of tokens that are down. I did an AMA right here with Grifters today.
Grifters is another good one.
Yeah, they're exciting. They just launched 5 days ago, and we had a great AMA on a Twitter space. And essentially, like they're a token that looks for tokens that got rug pulled, and they really bring them back to life. Like they revive these tokens. So they're doing some pretty cool stuff here at Grifters. Shiba. It's funny that you said that, Jazz. Shiba, the actual Twitter page, they commented on it. Look, Shiba Eve comment. Can I get a buy?
Hey, Steve the Canadian asked if I'm in crypto. Yes, I do hold. Like I do. Now that I've reached a different financial space, I have
my guy's rich.
I have massive kings. I've made a lot of my moves obviously into more like the stable and blue chips. I do hold a nice bag of Crow, I'm not gonna lie, but I'll be honest with you, like those are like my safety nets and things that I can stake and I know that they're gonna be there. Yeah. I still love the DeFi space. I'm passionate about it. There are projects out here but I don't have the same mindset I did, a year or two ago where like, I think that's a big issue right now in the space is everybody's looking for that next 1000x, 100x. And in reality, things like what happened with SHIB and Doge and Saitama just don't come around that often. And a big part of it's luck. What's going on, Zach?
My man, Zach.
Zach is a good guy, man. Shout out to him.
He's a legend.
But you know that, Jake. 100%. Like a big part of it's luck and being there at the right time, right place.
Being there early, man, and finding the right project. Like it's 100% luck, dude. It is 100% luck. I've got lucky twice, dude. I feel dude. It's like I invested in SHIB very early. I invested in Saitama very early. It was a little bit like feeling and luck. Like I felt something different was brewing. I also invested in Mononoke and just got absolutely pummeled. Like, dude, I put a lot, like, and that thing was just ridiculous. So it's like,
I'd like to ask you, I know that you've done some videos on them and that you've worked with them a little bit. I'm not invested yet, but I've been looking at them, and I kind of want to get your thought on Volt Inu. And I know they're going to be moving or V2, doing a V2 or something like that. What's kind of going on with that?
Yeah, so they're going to a new contract starting in April. They're going to a new contract in April. They just released the play to earn game. Apparently, the new contract is to get their, to remove some zeros. They had like 19 digits. So it's like a lot of the exchanges were like, hey, you need to get rid of these so we can list you. So apparently they're moving, but ultimately it's a strong community of close to 30,000. They're on 9 centralized exchanges. They have their play to earn game coming out. And, a lot of the different altcoins are down right now, but I think it does have some potential, obviously not financial advice. Jazz, what do you think about Volt?
Man, I am 110% bullish on Volt, man. I actually made it my biggest investment not too long ago. Not financial advice, just saying what I did. Because I just have that Shiba Inu vibe from Volt's community. I don't know what it is exactly, but it just gives that vibe to me. So this time I'm just going off of intuition. That's really it with Volt for me, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking into. There's a few things I'm trying. Like I after my meeting with Scott, I'm open. Like I've been looking for a couple of good DeFi projects to ape in pretty hard to, and obviously I want to do my, like we all do. We want to do our due diligence. You don't want to move too quick. I mean, sometimes you have to, make a decision when it's a different scenario. But what I'm trying to do is like really do my research and kind of see what ones that are going to be able to be that, next DeFi project I can ape into and hold for a little while.
Yeah, and I want to ask the same question to the chat, guys. What do you guys think is the one project that you would ape into if you could right now? Honestly, dude, I think like if I were you, if I were you, and this is only to you, and I can maybe give financial advice to King's broadcast only, but no, I won't even give that. But it's like I would probably wait for like something that we saw today, like a pre-sale, getting into a pre-sale, like filling it up, like doing multiple instead of like putting 20 ETH or something into like a project that's going live. Like, hey, doing the 5 ETH pre-sale. And if you lose 5 ETH, you lose 5 ETH. But guess what? I just saw someone turn 5 ETH into, what was the sell, Jazzy? It was like 30,
like
20, 30?
40. It was like way up there, man. It was $150,000 you said, right?
Yeah.
The profits.
So
and now that you mentioned that, Jake, there's one I've been kind of working with the guys in the background. They're just finishing up their website so they can get it launched. I think they're going to try to do it this weekend. Some tech guys that, they love they love social media and they understand how big it is for this space.
Yeah.
And they kind of realize that that's going to be something that's needed in this space, is more like a decentralized social media platform with the encryption side to it too, because we're all about protection in here. But like I've been doing some talking. I know they just opened, I'm kind of doing a little bit of advising work for them because I've been in this space and helping them out. They got some great ideas, some great things that are in the works. They just launched their Twitter,
Really?
But they'll be launching their website, I think, if not this weekend, early next week. And they got plans. Like that's one that's definitely piqued my interest after a few conversations. So, and that's going to be
what's the name of it?
Do they got
it's
a pre-sale?
Phantom Project. Yeah, they are. They're researching into the pre-sale options right now. Ooh. I know somebody already put on their account Pulo, because we see it. I mean, obviously that person's probably bought into Terrarium and now see project come over off it.
Yeah, I mean, dude, there's a lot of plays. Like, there's a lot of good plays out there right now. I mean, like even the projects out there right now, like a lot of them are down. Like Shibnobi, Saitama, Shib. It's like these will go up, but like it depends on your risk tolerance, and it depends on what you want to get into. But like, yeah, that's what I always look for is like these newer projects, man. Like, look what happened today. This is something that like only happens in this space. CoinViewCap, man. Like, you even if you bought in at launch, you're still up massive. So it's like, yeah, up. This is a beautiful chart. $40 million market cap.
You're right. That's a prime example. Like a full bag was like 5 Ethereum. You'd be up like 50K today.
I think.
I'm
pretty sure.
Off like a $10,000 investment, you'd be plus 30,000-40,000. Like that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Like these are great things to get into.
I think.
Obviously, I didn't get into it, but
And the thing is, it hasn't even pumped yet. Essentially, it hasn't even had like a major pump. It's still like just in like a little peak up, and now it's slowly trending upwards. So this is just like it's a blessing.
It's a niche use case, man. I really like it. Like I honestly have. I've loved it. And the fact that they're going after CoinMarketCap is like, it's cool, dude. Because a lot of these tokens come out. It's like, hey, we're gonna be a play to earn game. We're gonna be a metaverse game. Yada yada yada. And the fact that they're like going after CoinMarketCap is something that's great. Shout out to 00 Volt. It's like James Bond. 00 Volt.
You want to know what the one thing I ask every time I'm in a meeting with a lot of these developers and stuff? And I'm just being honest with you. Like, I'll be like, okay, I love your vision. I love what you guys are saying. Now the real question is, there's 100, 200 other projects out there trying to complete or do the same thing. Why should I invest in you? Why are you going to stand out and be better than? Like, that's the number one question I always ask. I save it for the end because you present everything to me like I might be captivated. I love the idea, but I've been in this meeting 20 other times. Yeah. I want to know what's going to make you stand out. What's going to make you better? What's going to make you the go-to product? Whether it's gaming, whether it's metaverse, whether it's, launchpad, staking platform, whatever you guys are deciding to do, like, what's going to make you the one that stands out above those other 100? Exactly. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of the times it comes down to not necessarily the product, but how everything is being ran in the background.
Yep. That community, future development, the market, like there's a lot of things. CVC back to the fours, by the way. CVC back to the fours. But the market, there's a lot of things, man. There's a lot of things that factor in. And like we were saying, it's like you just you just get lucky, man. Like you got to just pick the right one. A lot of it's luck. A lot of it's like a feeling. A lot of it's trust. And like a lot of it's just like, a lot of it comes down to luck. There's a lot of things out of your hands when you invest into a project. People invested here, it went down. It could have went down, but it's like, look, it launched on a good day. It had the right community. The dev team did the right right things. They delivered. They had successful launches. Like there could have been some slowdowns on Uniswap or Dojo Swap. Like everything went smooth, and here we see it. Up 200% of the day. So, yeah, a lot of it's out of your hands, I would say, when you're investing.
Definitely, man. It's like what King said. If a dev comes and treats their project like a business, then they should be okay. Because that's what it is essentially. You're playing with people's money. You're dealing with people's money. If they have a business mindset towards it, then they'll do the right things for marketing. They'll have the right way of moving around and getting their things going.
Yep. And that's how the Apollo Eno team has been running their stuff too, like a business. Are you guys in Apollo, or have you heard about Apollo?
I've heard of Apollo, but I haven't bought in. So what is Apollo really, Jake?
I mean, and I don't own any either, but apparently it's essentially like it is a crypto for creatives. So it's a DAO, and essentially what they want to do is they want to fund creators. And we can go ahead and see here the website, but they want to have a DAO, which people invest in. A certain portion of every transaction goes to a fund in which they fund creators. So it's like podcasters, artists, like you can see here, whatever it is. So it's like a fund. So it's like for you, like us, we're all creators, right?
Yeah.
You could enter, you could put your story in, and then the holders actually vote on who gets the money. So it's a pretty unique use case. And King said, this is the business I was just talking about. The guy running this, Matt, is an absolute stud. The dude's built 4 or 5 businesses, sold companies, exited companies, took companies public.
Right.
And yeah, so it's and he's running it like a business. Can we find the Trello? I want to find the Trello. Kings, you were talking about this, right? You were talking about Apollo?
I was talking about that Phantom, but Apollo's another one. I'll be honest with you, this Phantom that's about to be
there it is.
Apollo Inu, these in Crypto Vault, these are the ones I'm interested in. These are real businesses ran by real businessmen and women.
Yeah, Crypto Vault as well.
These are the ones that pique my interest. These are the ones I believe I can I'm invested in. I'm not gonna lie, Crypto Vault, I'm a whale in it, and I believe that in the future it's going to pay off for me. It's a long-term hold for me.
How's that token doing?
Here's what happened. And we had an AMA on Austin's channel last night, right?
How do I find
so it? Pink Sale which has been guilty of this in the past with other projects. When you go on Pink Sale for your pre-sale and your launch, they take a portion of the tokens. Well, came to find out that the reason all that dipping in those red candles was Pink Sale was selling their tokens the whole time. So Daryl and his team did a buyback. So they end up having to buy back all the tokens from Pink Sale, so they wouldn't be obviously selling them no more.
Wow.
What?
So now it kind of found its bottom now, and I think it'll start working way up. They announced last week that Shiba is coming to the crypto vault, in a few other good projects that are in the space.
Are they on Dex Tools? Why I can't find an accurate contract?
They're BNB, but let me see if I can.
This one has 13 holders though. That can't be accurate. But yeah,
No,
they actually they have thousands of holders.
Yeah, they have like 3,000 or 4,000 holders, I believe.
Yeah, I'm gonna find them out.
Still pretty good.
Crypto Vault token. Let's see if they have the contract. Yeah, I mean, dude, they actually did the launch live on my channel, and it was like dude, it was supposed to go live, let's say like 4:30 p.m. It ended up going live at like 5:15. Like there was like 500 people on here. The token wasn't live yet. Like it was almost like it was not good. I was like, dude, I don't even know if I ever want to do launches after that ever again.
The issue they ran into is because they didn't realize that their whales, the coding that they had in for like the whale protection, like anti-whale protection, you couldn't have that on their platform, so they had to remove it in order for the launch to take place.
Gotcha. Yeah, it was pretty wild. Let's see how they're doing now. So like this is a good example. Like they had their pre-sale, and I hope this project does well. Like I like these guys, but they had their pre-sale. And shout out to Crypto Chick in the house. We appreciate you. They had their pre-sale, and look at this. Like it's so different than what we're seeing with CVC. It's like that was the pre-sale, right? So that's why it's tough. That's why I use it as an example. It's like not all pre-sales look like this. Like when you're looking at this chart, it's like, oh shit, it's so easy. Just get into the pre-sale and you go to the moon. But it's like not all of them look like that. Like this one had a rough one. Still recovering here today. Still has a lot of potential, but yeah, it definitely had a rough like start compared to the pre-sale.
I mean, CVC is looking beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not invested in it, but it's definitely looking beautiful.
I'm just grateful to be in CVC.
It's like, is it gonna be like one of those like bottle rockets where like you don't know if it's gonna quite get off the ground and then it's gonna go.
That's what I'm thinking, man. That's what I'm
never know.
For.
You never know, but I mean, like you just got to look at like the market sentiment and like how people are talking about it. And a lot of people are bullish on this project right now. Like a lot of people are bullish on this. Even people that put their money in here, it's like, maybe they took small profits. Like if you put an ETH in and it's up to 10 ETH, like maybe take an ETH, right? Like maybe take an ETH out, like and let the rest ride. But I think a lot of people are definitely pretty bullish on this project right now. Like just looking at tweets in the market.
I only had one question that I'm not invested, but like. I realized that the liquidity is only locked for a week.
Oh, I saw that.
That was the one thing.
That's a yellow to red flag. It's like, why is the liquidity locked for a week? But are the devs doxed?
He is doxed.
He is doxed.
It's one guy.
And I'll be honest with you, I think the reason that they had also a lot of success because he went to Cliff. He went to Cliff at Shinobi, and then Cliff helped him. With making sure everything was going to launch correctly and right, because obviously he had been through it all, which I think was a great decision, because if he wouldn't have, maybe the launch would have been different. But I think he made the right business decision there.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like going to Cliff is going to a reputable person to help you. I like that. It's like mentorship. It's like going to Russ or somebody that's like, done some good shit in the space and getting that opinions there. But liquidity locking for a week is a little bit. It's a red flag, but
where's the CVC guy? Is he in the chat still? This would be a good time for him.
Somebody said he explained why in the TG, but
okay, I wasn't in the TG.
It's Chaco. Why? Can you tell us why it's Chaco?
Yeah, please.
It's why. It's Chaco. Tell us why. Volt Army is here to say hi. Shout out to Volt Army. Volt Army is here to support. Jazz Royce is 110% bullish on that.
I love Volt, man.
There are 3 red flags: 7-day lock move date, token amount changed, but he's doing everything right, and launch is good, so we shall see. Steve the Canadian, we shall see tonight.
Hey, fingers crossed, Jake. You know how I do. Fingers crossed, man.
Volt Army is in the building. Jazz, pull the lever and let it ride to the moon. He's going to lock it for 6 months after this, is what they say. Crypto Chick is in the house having fun. CVC Keith is now sleeping for the next 48 hours. Is that the dev? He was probably up all night.
Yeah, he was on. He said like 1 or 2 hours of sleep or something like that. Because he was on Sandstorm's AMA. I was like, dang. Shoosh.
I got respect. Man. I got respect for developers, bro. It's not easy. Like it's a tough gig.
Super stressful.
And here it is on the moon again. Back on the move again, guys.
Go! go. Let's go. Oh, this is great. I think we can probably hit the 5s before the night is up, or by the time the night is up.
Oh yeah, I mean, you never know what could happen, man. It's like you're 1 buy away, you're 2 buys away from hitting the 5s. You know, like
Literally,
it's like that's how quick it moves. It's like if money comes in, like enough people are bullish on this project, like money's gonna come in, money's gonna pour in. But I mean, right now to have a $41 million market cap, on the first day is insane, dude.
It's beautiful.
That is insane, bro.
It's beautiful, man.
Wow. Like a lot of these projects, look at any project like out there, and it's like a lot of them have $1 or $2 million market caps. You know, it's like to have a $40 million market cap is insane. Congratulations to all CVC holders. Our guy, Awesome Austin, is in the chat.
What's up, bro?
Austin's always putting people on some plays. He's always putting people on some plays. He is a great guy. You know when you can just tell if someone's a good guy?
Yeah.
He's a good guy. I've never met him, and I feel like I know him.
Good guy, man.
No, he's definitely a good guy. He let me come on, like I said, the stream last night and do the AMA with him, and
I saw that. Yeah, man.
He's definitely a good man in the space. Somebody that I hope and continue to have a good relationship with.
Yeah, we're all gonna have good relationships,
100%.
man. We're all gonna be connected. We're all gonna help support each other. And like I was telling Jazz too, I love like what's happening, how like we're all collaborating, because we're all in this together, man. And it makes it more fun, like when you're dude, I don't care, like it doesn't matter your views. It doesn't matter your views. Like that's how I've always viewed life, man. I feel like there is like, I don't want to say the word cultish, but like there are a lot of people that are like, if you don't like my project, then you. And it's like, bro, I always use that, but it's like that's not how I am, bro. Like I've always been open to having conversations with everybody. And like just because you don't vote for the same person I vote for, that doesn't mean that we can't be friends. Just because you don't have the same views as vaccines that I have, that doesn't mean that we can't be friends. Just because you have a different diet than me, like, so it's like the same thing with crypto, dude. Like King's broadcast might not like Ethereum, and I love Ethereum, although he loves Ethereum.
Hey,
but you know what I'm saying?
I
it's
love
like,
Ethereum.
It was a poor example, but you feel me? It's like you're not always gonna see eye to eye with everybody. It doesn't mean you can't like them. Like we're all doing the same shit. The least we could do is support each other, help each other out.
The way I look at it is like when I know I got somebody I can trust or somebody that I bring in my circles when I don't really know that person, they really don't know me, and they're willing to stand up for me or have my back or just things like that. When there's situations, because I've always tried to make myself one of the most positive people in the space. I don't get involved in the drama. I don't get involved in the fighting. I'm always don't get it twisted. I'm gonna always defend myself for the people I respect and care about. But I'm here, and I've been talking about a lot. Like I'm here just like the rest of us. Number one, I'm an investor here to make money. And second of all, I have a platform that I want to use to also educate and inform other people in the space. Yep.
I love it, man. And King's broadcast, like I remember the first time that there was some dude back in the day, he who should not be named, was just fudding on me about, I don't know, some shit.
And we really didn't even know each other at the time. Like I just watched you and was in the live chat.
Yeah, exactly. And King's broadcast went in there and tore up a storm on this guy.
Word?
He like
well,
went in there.
I'm not going to mention his name either because he knows it, but that's because I knew, like, I respected you. Like, I still respect you. Now I can call you a friend, but I believe that you should not talk about no grown individual unless they're there to defend themselves. On top of that, he was planning on coming on the stream. I think it was like the next night or something. I knew he was going to try to
say some shit, do some shit.
Yeah, get you caught up and put you in a bad situation. I just couldn't let it happen to somebody I respect and like in this space.
Yeah, so that was the first time. I think after I texted you, I was like, "You're my brother now. Like, you're family now." And like we got to hang out in Vegas. It was great. Raymond Norton is loving the positivity. Crazy in Crypto said, "You guys are the people I enjoy hanging with." If you guys don't know Cajun Crypto, one of my favorite people in the crypto space, honestly. This guy's in every stream, positive, cooks the best gumbo. He's down in New Orleans, I believe.
Really? Oh, man.
And he's the man. Yeah, Cajun Crypto is the man. Yeah, we're doing good. Always stay positive. That's what you got here on the Jake Hagan Show with Jazz Royce, and King's broadcast, two of my guys. We're going to be doing much more streams. Jake, this chat has been voted. Yes, it has. Hey, Jake, CVC, great project. Crypto Vegan. I love that name, by the way. Crypto Vegan. Even though I'm eating strictly meat and fruit right now, I love that name. Yes, it is. ASMR fan is in the chat. This is Awesome Austin's wife. I found that out, I think, last night or really? 2 nights ago. Yeah, it's his wife. I didn't know that, but she's got 2 million subs.
Yeah, she's popping, man.
Sorry, I had to smack my dog on the nose because he's biting my. You got to hit him. You got to hit him like lightly.
He wants to be on the show. He wants to talk about.
No, he's tearing up my cords underneath the table. So. I mean, like, how do you hit that face? I don't know. He's the cutest dog in the world, but like, he's biting all my shit. Dude, this guy's a menace. Don't let the ear licking fool you. This guy is a menace. Bo, say hi. Stop licking my ear. Say hi to the camera. Like, how cute though. Bo. Like, it doesn't get cuter. It's hard to hit him.
Like, yeah, I'm here. What's up? What's happening?
Oh, say hi. Bo, is Volt Inu gonna go to the moon?
I got my money on it. Not financial advice. I could always be wrong. I'm not a professional, but I'm just following that gut, man. I'm following that gut with Volt.
I love it. Shout out to the community. Cajun Crypto in the house. People are loving the dog. Jake smacked doggo like Will Smith. I did. He was biting it.
Oh
and
God,
he was biting it. That's good chatter. But I think we're going to wrap it up because I got to feed these guys because they both opened the door and they're both in here right now. But I want to give a huge shout out to my guy, Jazz Royce. Make sure to go give him a follow on Twitter and YouTube, as well as King's Broadcast, two of my guys. I appreciate you guys for coming on. Jazz, first time on the Jake Hagan Show. That was a fun stream. I had a lot of fun.
This was awesome. I'm grateful, man. Thank you so much for this, bro.
Of course, bro. We'll do it again soon, and I'll come on your stream as well. And Kings, as always, brother, thank you so much for joining me on the stream tonight, my guy.
Always a pleasure.
And to the people,
talk to you soon.
My guy, Kings.
And to the people in the chat, thank you guys so much. It's an exciting day in crypto. I can't wait to see what happens tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great night, and let's get back to it. Tomorrow's the last day of March. Let's finish out strong. Let's have a good month. And April is going to be good for cryptocurrency. Thank you guys so much. Peace out, and we'll see you on the